Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Mal and I'm back with another Tumbler tutorial. This is the second video in my Recreating Old Tumblers series here. Last video I recreated a travel themed split cup with patterned vinyl, and in today's video I'm gonna show you one of the cups that I just I look at and I'm like, why did you do this? Or like, what did you think this looked good? I don't know. This cup did end up getting stripped, so I don't have it to hold and show you. But I do have a photo of it, so it's so bad. There's bumps in the vinyl. My stripes are not straight. The base of my glitter wasn't very good. It just didn't turn out good. And it was one of those cups that this didn't work, so let me put this on top of it. Oh, that doesn't look so good. Let me put this on top of it and see. Oh, maybe that'll work. And then I just got to a point where I was like, it's not very good. So then I finally stripped it. I wanted to get rid of the evidence. And now I'm going to recreate this design with a modern kind of updated vibe and in my current design style and skill level. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was very fun to make and I feel a little bit redeemed after this. Okay, I won't spend any more time talking about this. It's time to recreate this cup. Let's go!
For this design, we're going to use a 12-ounce wine mug from Craft Haven. It's my favorite mug style, I'm pretty sure. I like them all. I'm going to spray paint this with light blue from Montana Colors. And once that dries, I'm going to go in with my glitter. I'm going to use Ice Ice Baby and Skinny Dip, both from PDB. And to adhere my glitter, I'm using my favorite thing, the glitter glue from Crystalac. You can use any adhesive you like if you prefer the epoxy method or Mod Podge. Whatever you like best is totally fine. So first I'm going to go in with Ice Ice Baby. This is the chunkier cut of the two glitters, and I'm going to go in and just get as much coverage as I can. And once I'm done with Ice Ice Baby, I'm going to go over everything, the entire mug, again with Skinny Dip. This is a fine cut, so I'm just really looking to fill in any of the spaces in my glitter here. So once the glitter layer dried, I went in with 2 coats of epoxy on my cup. So here my cup is smooth, shiny, ready to go. And I've got these 2 floral stripes here. So this is a different patterned vinyl than I used in my original design. I looked for that same vinyl, but I couldn't find it. And this was the only floral I had that was kind of small enough to be cut into these thin stripes. So that's what I'm going to use. But anyway, my initial plan was to put these on the cup at the same time using transfer tape because I had spaced them out in Silhouette Studio. I thought that it would work out to just put transfer tape on and then put them both on the cup at the same time. But because of the curve of the mug and the spacing and the way that I needed to maneuver the stripes, that ended up not working out too well. So I tried it and I really wanted it to be this way, but I ended up spacing the stripes out just a little bit more, and that actually ended up working a whole lot better. So as you can see, I'm placing my first stripe up towards the top of the cup, and I'm aiming for my seams to meet right where the handle is, just to kind of hide that seam a little bit better. I tried to stretch this out and make it as straight as possible. It's kind of hard to get straight lines on a curved surface, but I did my best. And now I'm moving on to my bottom stripe. So you can see that the vinyl is not long enough to reach and meet. Obviously, the bottom of the cup is wider than the top. So I did have to do a little bit of stretching and maneuvering the vinyl to make it fit and meet up at the seam, but I got it. So there's my stripes all placed. I'm going to add another thin coat of epoxy just to smooth this whole thing out so that we can add our striping around these stripes. Striping. I'm going to use some silver striping tape from PDB Creative Studio. These are amazing and I feel like they're definitely underutilized. They have a ton of colors of these striping tape packs. You get multiple sizes of the tape in each pack, and they're really affordable. So like I said, for the striping on this cup, I'm using the silver color, and I'm using the middle size. So there's a super thin, a medium size, which is what I'm using, and then a thicker size. And I'm just taking this right around the edge of the vinyl stripes to just kind of finish off those edges and make everything look a little bit more clean and polished. The striping tape is very kind of flimsy, very stretchy and maneuverable. You can really manipulate this any way you need to. So I'm just being really careful, trying not to stretch it out too much so that it distorts. And of course, I'm trying to keep my lines as straight as possible. So I'm just taking this really, really slow, and I'm going to repeat this same process on each edge of our vinyl striping. So we'll have 4 lines of silver striping. Now, one thing that's different about my process than it was before when I made the original version of this cup is that I really take my time now. If I need to do an extra coat of epoxy to make sure my cup is smooth, I will do that no matter how many steps it takes. Before, I kind of used to rush and just like try to make things work, when really I should have slowed down, taken my time, and I would have had a much better result. So there's always improvement to be made in even your patience. So once I had my striping done, you saw there I added another coat of epoxy. And now on this cup, I have decided to add a decal. I didn't add a decal on my original design, but for this one, I wanted to add one. So I have this decal from Lettered by Stephanie. She has an Etsy shop and an amazing SVG club. I highly recommend her. She's got great hand-lettered SVGs. And I just created a very thin offset and applied the decal to the cup, as you can see there. My offset was a textured silver metallic vinyl from Cricut, and then I'm using a matte pink vinyl on top from Tech Wrap Craft. And once I had that on, I went in with my final coats of epoxy. So this cup is now all finished. So here is the final result. I have to say, I think this one is a full improvement from the original. Again, here's the original, just so you can see the difference. I'm really happy with this one, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.